Heyo everybody, Haku here with a super quick Tower of God video. This is just something that was spurned on by me going around watching everybody's reactions to this week's chapter and reading the comments in my own reaction and everything this week. And I've seen a lot of people being like, oh, the boss has a scar over his eye, or what's up with that scar? And from the beginning, I didn't think it was a scar, and this is just, again, my first impression after seeing one panel. Maybe it'll look more like a scar in, like, other panels when we get more of the character, but I didn't think that was a scar whatsoever over his eye. To me, it looks like whatever the material is that Wang Nan's horns are made of, or whatever is inside of Zahard. So I got some other images other than the boss up here. I've got Zahard. Yeah, remember on the hidden floor we see this. You from the outside, look carefully with those two eyes of yours. What do I look like to you now? So he has whatever this is in him. Is it like a parasite or something inside of him? Is it his true form? Is it something that the real Zahard put in him? And then you look at that, and then you look at, let me pull up sort of beside it, Wang Nan's horns look like exactly the same here, the exact same type of material. So I think that the thing over the boss's eye is once again that same material. Like, that's just, again, my first impression, my first thought, my first guess when I saw it, because it would be interesting too. So let's assume that the boss, which is probably at least two people, maybe more, but at least two, because at first I thought that the one that talked to Dewan and the one that talked to Cha were two different people, but then going back and re-looking at that, no, that totally seems like the same person. But this person doesn't have the mole by their mouth. You could argue that See You Forgot It, but I think that's way too much of a coincidence that they grew their hair out. But no, I think this is just a second person also calling themselves the boss, and they say we a bunch, so there's at least two. I think it'd be interesting if we're assuming that there's those two, there's Wang Nan, there's Karaka, maybe all of the princes or hard copies or whatever you want to call them, they all have whatever this red thing is on them. So we see it inside of Dada Zahard, we see it with Wang Nan's horns, and we see it with this thing over his eye, or I think maybe just hanging from his hair in front of his eye or something. But yeah, that's my assumption. Again, I could be totally wrong. We could see more panels and it could look more like a scar. But to me, at least from this first impression, the first panel we see of him, I think it is whatever the same material is that makes up Wang Nan's horns and makes up whatever this is inside of Dada Zahard. And possibly also the real Zahard. Because again, we don't know if that's something that the real Zahard put in him, or if that's something that is like also just a copy of like what's in the real Zahard. So yeah, either way, super quick video. I just wanted to point that out because it's something I've been seeing a lot this week. Just throw in my guess or interpretation of what it is. But yeah, other than that, weekly reactions will still be up as normal. I wanted to post the review of the 4 chapters released in April this week, but it's taken me a bit longer than I thought, so I'll probably not have it up until next week. Plus there's a bunch of other topics I want to cover. But yeah, gonna be doing a bunch of quick videos like this too whenever I think of them. Either way, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that. And I will see you all next time.